McClure, psychic medium. I will be back right with you after these messages to read for your pets and your little furry loved ones. Stay tuned and come on back. Hi, I'm Kelly McClure, psychic medium, and you are connecting with your pets in spirit. We're doing, oh my gosh, everybody's like streaming in already. We're doing readings tonight that are connecting with your loved ones in spirit. So your little furry loved ones. What I would love for you guys to do, I just got to tell you that I love animals and as much as people, and I'm coming this close to becoming a vegetarian because of it. But I feel like pets are a special connection with people. And when I read for pets, they in my experience with connecting with them, they feel just like people. So your animals absolutely can come through. I've read from everything from an alligator to a rat to a horse to, dogs and cats to, I can't even name all the animals that I've read for. So here's how you can get a good reading with your pet. So here's a basic instructions of what I'd like you guys to do tonight to get the best readings for your cat or your dog or your pet or your, best loved one in spirit. So it's all about pets tonight. I'm not going to be, asking for people. Obviously, I'm not in control of everything in spirit. So if something forces their way in, I'm going to read for it. But mostly I'm intentioning pets. And every request is chosen by random. So what I mean by that is that Spirit's in charge. I have my wonderful manager here, Lisa, reading through the feed. But it doesn't really help if you request multiple times. That doesn't give you a better opportunity to get read. And because it's at random, it actually kind of limits your reading. So your first request is your best request. I promise you, no matter how many times you request it, it's not going to up your chances for a reading because it's all about spirit. It's not about control. So you just request one time and then you can comment on other people's stuff. But please don't bombard with requests because that will not increase your chances of getting a reading. Just please give me just your pet's name. Don't even tell me what kind of animal they were. That skews my thinking into trying to see that type of animal. Just give me the pet's name. If it fits, it fits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, however, if you're resonating with what I'm saying and you want to validate it, validate specifically what I'm saying. Don't just say, yes, that's true. Say, yes, my cat was a calico. Yes, my dog was a blue pitty. Just like specifics. Don't just say yes or no, because the rest of us are watching and we want to know whether or not it's true or not, right? Everybody's watching and kind of like hoping their animal come true. And it's not just about your animal coming true. What it's about is that that your animal can be with you and can be part of your life. So the validations are really important. But if you do validate, and if it doesn't match to, we want to know that because that might mean it's for somebody else. So if it's not fitting, please say, no, that doesn't make sense for my dog or cat, or it does, but specifically why and what. So make sure that when you validate on the feed, you're specific about what you're validating. Okay. Also, all I see is jumble. Okay. Also, please, you have lots of friends who've lost loved ones. Share and like the video with other people. But what happened is all the background came through. Oh. So share and like. Okay, so we're not going to be connecting with people, just animals. Stay tuned until the end, and then you're going to get a super cool deal and code to book either a reading or an entire session or a personal session, and we'll give you a discount code. So we're only on for an hour. Stay tuned to the end. Even if you don't get read, you'll get a cool code and get something just for you and your family. So stay tuned, guys. Thank you. Don't forget to like and share. And don't forget to make sure that you're specific about what you validate. And just give me the name of the animal, not the kind of animal it is. Okay, that's my job to tell you that part. Okay, we're ready to go?
Ready.
Okay. Okay, Skipper. So Deanne Marie wants to hear from Skipper. So hold on one sec. Let me see if I can call that name out and see if I can tell you. Okay. Ooh. Oh my gosh. So there seems to be a lot of energy around Skipper. I'm feeling definitely a dog jumping up and down. I feel this dog lived kind of old because in the end there, I feel it slowing down a lot. Maybe a tan or medium color fur, whatever. I don't know. I think Skipper might have been sort of a mixed breed because I'm feeling like a pointy nose, but super indistinguishable part of everything else. Like Skipper. I also feel like Skipper came into your life at a time where you needed them the most, and possibly as a younger person, but then I also feel like the number 7 is significant with Skipper, like July or 7th of a month, or live 7 years or something. Even though I feel like they may have passed a little bit too young, it was still an older, and I'm seeing dogs. So let me know if any of that, so they're jumping up and down at me right here. Let me know if that makes sense to you.
She says she visited this morning. She was very old. Yes, Jack Russell Terrier.
Jumpy, very jumpy.
And that was it so far.
Okay, so I think that's why I might see a very active, jumpy dog. If Skipper was a Jack Russell, well, that would make perfect sense. All right. Also, I just kind of want to know.
She jumped all the time.
Yeah. Do you feel like Skipper passed too young? And either at the age of 7 or in the month of 7 or something to do. And also, really smart in the way. Now, I know Jack Russells are like this, so I'm not saying this because of that, but something you would hang around your neck and Skipper would get, or you would train in the way that something would be around your neck, like, or holding, like a treat or a toy or something that would encourage Skipper to jump up and get it.
Almost 17.
Wow. See, that's pretty old, especially for a dog that small. That's amazing. Okay. Yeah. So, that could be where the month of 7 came in. Okay. Got it. So now what I'm feeling is jumpy energy and bringing you to the neck or throat.
She said she ate treats from my husband's mouth.
Jumped up and got the treats. All right. So this is really funny because y'all, this is kind of the way I do readings. Sometimes other people are a little bit too prompt to believe it even before I am. Like, no, I really want to make sure this is your dog, and you're, like other people are like, oh my gosh, the first thing you say is like, that's me. For me, it's like, I got to have a certain number of, I just have to have a match, and that matched. that jumping up and getting treats out of his mouth is a perfect match for Skipper. So I'm confident that this is your dog. And let me just tune in. What else is cool and what I feel like they're telling you is about your life. Like, I feel like I could do a card reading with you around your dog, telling you that, yeah, Skipper's gone. Don't feel bad about that because you're getting a new addition to your family. And kind of feeling like that might be in the form of a child or baby or whatever, but a new addition to your family. Super exciting. A girl energy, though. Could be, I guess, a new pet, but this is a girl energy. I don't know. I'm feeling like it's kind of like little new, exciting surprise, child energy. I'm also feeling like, yeah, that issue that either you or your guy here had with a physical thing on your side, totally going to go away. That could have to do with, I don't know, it's just sort of a pain on the side. So it could be like liver, could be, it's just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Because it's so innocuous. It's so like not important. It's going to go away. It's going to get better. But it's weird. It's like a little weird pain on the side. So Skipper's still jumping around, you guys. Everything you guys want to create going forward, this cute little dog is going to help you with. Skipper's personality is about 10 times bigger than Skipper's body. So the energy is really, really big. And one more thing, probably next July is a really significant time for your family where all of that energy coming in is going to manifest itself. So you might get a new dog. You might get a freaking...
She just said they just got a new dog. I think.
All right. So.
Oh, we do have a new dog.
Okay. So that new dog is somebody that Skipper kind of brought in to help you with. There's something else. You guys are going to get like pregnant in July or something's going to happen. There's something else coming in July that's significant. I also feel like it'll be after this whole like nervousness about whether people would get sick. Maybe it's after, COVID vaccines. I'm not sure, but I keep being told April. With you guys, it's July. Okay, new one. Okay, patches. So Jenny wants to connect with patches. So 1 second. I feel like this is probably a cat that's walked in front of me. I have two. Wait, hold on. I have two versions of patches. One is a cat who looks like calico. I got to tell you, this cat is walking back and forth and coming up in front of me and walking back and forth. And it's a pretty good size cat. I would say medium size. Go on. Really smart. I feel like if I drop a treat down, it's going to go down and get it. So here's the other thing. I feel like there's two animals coming through with that name. One is a cat right in front of me, really, being really affectionate, really, I think female, I think calico, I think smart, easy to train. But the other one is probably a bigger animal, like a horse. And it's way back there in the background and way calmer, not looking at me, not really talking to me, and not engaging with me much. Whereas the cat seems to be engaging me a lot. So I'm really curious, is Jenny, if you know of another animal named Patches who's far away, and maybe a horse or maybe a bigger animal. Oh my gosh, this one is right up in my face. Every time I talk, I think it's my breath. It's like they're like this. I know they're like this, and will eventually lay down and hang out with me. But if I do anything like call on the phone and I'm talking to a friend, they're going to be like, "What about me? What about me?" So let me know. And also, I don't think Patches was old enough to say that Patches might have died of old age. You might have had to make some decisions.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
She said, I never had a horse, but she did live with a large dog that we called horses.
Oh.
Weird.
That's weird. That's crazy, because that's what I'm talking about. And that's why people think psychics aren't real, because we misinterpret what we're seeing. And we see one thing that an animal, a cat, is showing us, and then we interpret it as something else. But that makes perfect sense. All right. So I think that's your cat, Patches. And if you can verify this, really, like, I think Patches would, like, lay down with me and be cool about it. But after like 5 minutes of this, back and forth in my face, just to let you know that that's still happening. And all Patches wanted to do was honor you in your life. Right. So a lot of this has to do with like what you have to do going forward, and each and every time you have to do something or tackle something where you don't have an animal as a friend helping you, then it's again like the same energy coming in, and just, it's kind of amazing. I really wish everybody knew how much animals help us, because this is a perfect example. And Patches will help you going forward. You have 3 or 4 things Patches is saying that you have to do technically, like something legally, and then something financially, and whatever. There's paperwork and shit to be done, and it's scary, and it's hard, and it's difficult, and you can do this, and your beautiful cat will be there with you. So thank you. Okay, Lisa LePage. Oh, what a great fucking name. Okay, my Katie girl. So I'm assuming Katie girl is your animal's name. Katie girl. Hold on one moment. Katie girl feels to me like a dog. Kind of a bigger size, at least big enough to lay her head on your lap. Super sweet and super mellow. Lived a long time. Maybe not long enough to consider old age, but a decent long time. But I'm feeling like the head laying on the lap. I don't think she liked her nails clipped. I'm feeling like even though you're a good, really good pet owner, still her nails got too long because she didn't like them clipped. So I also feel like there's a maybe Katie girl just recently left you. I'm not sure why you're asking about that, but I'm also feeling a spirit and presence of like a kid or a child also left. I'm not sure if it's male or female, to be honest. I just feel the loss of a child So that could be one of two things. Either one of your children actually did die, kind of recently, or you had a miscarriage of some sort with a child who passed. Mhm. I'm also feeling like you were or have been or up until COVID were in charge of a social group where you brought in people who, tons of different kinds of people who may have experienced a loss but just really needed each other. And that's been hard since you haven't been able to do that, but I'm seeing that social group still support you online. So,
I don't know if she's still on.
Lisa LePage, if you can please come on and either confirm or, let us know what's going on. Okay, next. Okay, Francisco. Oh my God, what a great name. I can't say. Guevara, if you're still on, let us know. You're coming up next. Your pet's name is Nemo, and you're super, super hoping this will happen. So your name is Francisco Guevara. Guevara. Hope I'm saying that right. So one moment, Nemo. This is where the psychic thing really has to come in, because of course, if someone says Nemo, I'm thinking like a fish, right? But this is not a fish, right?
They're on.
All right, cool. So, I got to tell you, I'm not sure if this is dog or cat, but I feel like it's someone who ran away a lot, which is why you might name them that. Or had a broad field where they got to roam. I think it's a dog, small. Come on. Way too young to have passed. I'm feeling like possibly by the time you realized something was wrong, it was just too late. That's what I'm feeling. Please let me know if I'm right. If I am right, I have a message from Nemo. And one of them is that some of us are only here to be a short time. And it's almost like by the time you get them, they're already predestined to that date. And there's nothing you can do. Right. I also feel like you're going to rescue another animal. I feel like that's who you are. You're going to see animals on the street. You're going to rescue another animal within a few weeks, probably before Christmas. That's your Christmas puppy. So, I honestly feel like this little Nemo is bringing your Christmas puppy. Can you ask?
He said Nemo was a sick older dog.
Mm-hmm. But did they find him or have him? So that's my question. Did you find him? Because your next dog you're going to find. There are certain people in certain countries that sort of ignore dogs or find them and bring them home. The next one is like you're going to find it and bring it home. Also, you in like Iowa or something weird like that? Like, are you in a space where there's super open land around you, and that you could be like a dog would just walk into your yard?
He just said my uncle had him and gave him to us. Waiting to hear about the other things. There's a delay.
So I know there's a delay. That's why I want you guys to be specific about what I'm saying, because but I feel like this dog was sort of given to you in the fact that you live in an open space? That's what I want to know. And if that's true, that means you're going to get another dog very soon, also homeless and given to you because you live in an open space. And because they're like, well, you have the room, the land, like, and that there's kind of a cool openness in just being available. Damn. It's hard. You guys, sometimes I just want to be able to talk to you one-on-one. It's hard. This is hard. All right. Give me another one.
Another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keely Walker.
I wonder if that's
Pico.
in her picture.
That's okay. It was meant to be. If it is, that's all right.
So you know, the guy you were just reading for, he said we have a large yard where animals come in all the time.
All the time, yeah. Yeah, that's really hard.
We live by a forest preserve.
Okay. So totally, you're open. You're going to get another animal that's going to come to you that needs a home. Thank you for being a loving home to your pets. You guys, here's what I want more than anything. When I was a kid, we had very few opportunity to take good care of an animal. Mostly it was like, okay, if we had a cat, it just roamed the property and it was lucky whether it made it in the house or not at night. If we had a dog, it was like a yard, what we called a yard dog. And we just threw it out in the yard and threw some food and water out there, and it was alone, and it was not considered a part of the family. It wasn't until years later that we would think of a dog or a cat as part of the family. And most of the time, I remember I was probably 8 years old, and we lived in a house, or at least visited my mom, who lived in a house in Temple City. And she got these 2 dogs, and they were cute as hell, little huskies. And we named them Sundance and Freedom. Does that tell you that was in the 70s, Sundance and Freedom, but we kept them in the backyard. And I always thought, gosh, at night, those dogs should be brought in. And what I really wanted as an 8-year-old kid was to bring him in my bed and snuggle. But no, the adults in the house was like, oh no, dogs belong in the yard. So the dogs stayed in the yard all night long and all day long, every day. We didn't walk them. We fed them. We played with them, but we didn't snuggle with them or invite them in the house. And Sundance and Freedom, one day we went out there to feed them breakfast and they were gone. They were simply gone. Somebody stole those dogs, and they were about probably 6-month-old puppy huskies. And somebody stole them. And I remember from that day on thinking, this is why dogs don't belong in a yard. They are our friends. I was attached to them as a little kid. And I'm like, God, you got to bring him in the house. If you need something to protect your yard, get like, get a guy with a gun and get I don't know, something but not a dog. A dog, they want to be part of the family. They're pack animals. So I just remember thinking, my God, we caused that. We left them out there and someone stole them. And they're probably someone's best friends after that. And I know that the reason you're coming on here is because you have an animal that you loved and cherished and brought in your house. And, that your animals are your friends, and those are the ones I connect with the best. These yard animals or field animals, probably not so much. Maybe sometimes, but mostly I would connect with somebody you felt connected to, really connected to. So Keely says
that is not her dog. That is not Pico in the picture.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So she wants to hear from Pico, but that's not Pico.
Right.
Which is cool because it tells me you're still connected to animals. Clearly there's another dog you love, but let's try Pico. Super okay, super jumpy, super small dog. But also having led to the welfare or health being of another. So in other words, either Pico knew when something was wrong or knew when there was a medical issue, incessant about like going to the energy. I'm like, Pico's really in tune with physical being, medical issues, and like, oh my gosh, like all over whatever that is. Whatever issue that is, of like, finally you realize you have to go to the doctor because you have this issue. I don't feel like it was life-threatening or death, but Pico's like, go, 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 like all over it. Like, let's say I have an earache. People would be like, that kind of thing. Okay. Lifting the right paw up a lot. I think that's more of a personality thing. I don't feel like hurt, but just sitting there with the paw up. Okay, right. And also, I think what Pico loved best about being with you is that sometimes you would journal or write. Could be on the internet, could be on the computer, but I'm thinking more like writing physically in a notebook, and the dog just laying there just watching you like, okay, this feels peaceful. Oh, right. A super cool pattern. So I'm seeing something about light color fur around the eyes and just a weird, cool pattern. And I really want to know about this journaling because I feel like as they sit with you, they're very comfortable if you do journal or you do process your feelings in that certain kind of way. And did you like leave, go in the hospital, or is there a kind of processing about something physical going on that required care?
I don't know where she went. She hasn't responded.
Okay. All right. Where are we at?
You want another one?
Mm-hmm. Dalton Cooper. Dalton wants to hear from Cooper. Let me ask Dalton. I hope can you tell us if you're, number one, if you're still here? Number two, if what I'm saying rings true for you in the way that you can be specific about, like, yes, they were a big dog. Yes, they had this trait. Yes, not just yes or no, but specifics. And share if you know other people that do have animals that want to, okay, cool. That share this video with people that you want to, connect with and do have animals, because animals are so amazing. I mean, their spirit is just as strong as ours. So let's go with Cooper. Howling a little bit. White coloring. Really good. I don't know why this matters, but a really good teeth or tooth thing. Go on. Okay, so Cooper seems to be coming up to me in a way that's like really much in my face. Some animals like to face-to-face kissy. My dog is not that, but this dog seems to be right up in my face. So I'm really curious, Dalton, if you had recent, like, tooth or dental work, or did Cooper before Cooper passed? Did you expect Cooper to pass, or did Cooper pass young? Because what I'm seeing is a dog that looks really healthy, and I would be surprised if it was old enough to pass of old age. Right. Jumping up on me, so cute, so friendly. Still kind of that thing, good watchdog.
Oh, Dalton said he just had dental.
Yeah.
He himself just had dental surgery recently.
So I gotta let you know.
And he is white.
Yeah, I gotta let you know, Dalton, that Cooper's with you, even though Cooper can't be with you. Still, like, getting you through your own stuff, and super. You have a really cool piece of property in that you're thinking, should I leave it or should I stay? Your dog, this is kind of amazing because dogs are so wise, but you're thinking, I should leave it because other people aren't happy, I don't know, with the property or the way it's going. But the dog is like, no, you totally love it. You should do it. Whatever that means, whether it's letting go or buying a new one. Okay. This is a really smart dog who's a dopey, cool, floppy, personality when they were alive, but actually a really smart individual that knew exactly what was going on and knows that there's some property dispute, and that whatever it is that you feel you want to do the most, you should do. Okay. Thank you, Dalton. Do it, dude. All right. Who else do we have? Jessica. All right. So Buddy, Tough, and Baby. All right, Jessica. This is a lot of animals, Buddy, Tough, and Baby. First, I wanted establish who they are and know that we're talking with the right ones. Buddy, Tough, and Baby. Okay. So let me just go one by one. So let's do Buddy. I mean, because I could come to you and say yes, 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 but that won't mean anything. I need them to be able to speak their mind for themselves. So hold on one second. Here's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like one of them you had to put to sleep, one you had to give away. The other one, I'm not sure yet. Possibly another decision to let them go. Buddy, let's go with Buddy. Do you know about a dog that had, I'm not really sure which one. I'm asking about Buddy, but I'm not sure which one. This one had light and dark coloring patches, like a white dog with black patches or a black dog with white patches. Probably medium size, super happy. Probably lived pretty long, but may have needed a decision according to not living quite old enough. That I feel is Buddy. Can you please confirm or deny that? If it doesn't make sense to you, let me know. If it makes sense as to Buddy or one of the others,
never let us know she's still on.
Yeah, let us know you're still on. It's very important because so many people want a reading, and I also feel like I have a heart challenge. in a large heart. So I think that might have to do with one of the other dogs in a large heart. Could be Baby or Tough. So can you let us know you're on? And if that makes sense to you at all. Like I'm not seeing it.
No, I don't see her.
So I'm going to leave that there. We'll tune back into them if you come back on. But we're going to go ahead and move on because so many people, want to hear from their loved one.
Okay.
Gingy. Amanda wants to hear from Gingy.
So Amanda, let us know you're on. Oh,
Okay.
There's Jessica.
Okay. All right.
Everybody had an autoimmune disorder, and Baby. Were you asking about Baby?
Yeah.
Had cancer.
I was also asking about. Wait, Buddy had autoimmune?
No, wait, hang on. Okay, Buddy had an autoimmune disorder, and Buddy had cancer.
What about Tiff? Or Tiff? Yeah.
Let me tell Amanda we'll come back to her.
Okay. So we'll come back to you on your dogs. And Amanda will come right back with Gingy. But hold on one sec. Autoimmune. That could be if Buddy was the bigger of the dogs. Was Buddy bigger than your other two? And did Buddy die young because... And I'm feeling like Buddy tried to help the other dogs, even though Buddy was sick. And I'm feeling like give up its bed and things like that, like a cool little.
Okay, did you describe him? I'm sorry.
Buddy feels to me bigger and multicolored, like two different colors.
Okay, Buddy was tan with white patches.
Okay, that makes sense.
Baby, did you describe Baby?
No.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Feisty, all one color, and maybe a terrier or a wiry hair.
Baby was black, red, and tan. All three were dogs. Tough was attacked by another dog and had to be put down.
Okay. So here's what I feel about Tough. The only one I'm not getting is Baby because I saw one color and Baby's three colors, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. So I'm not really sure about that dog, but I'll tell you about Tough. I think Tough was in for it in the long run as far as illness and decided, no, I'm not going to go that way. I'm just going to go out in one day. I can't imagine a more horrific thing to witness or to know about your dog other than that they were attacked by other animals and killed. But I'm telling you, in the dog world, that's actually a better way for them to go because it's more, I don't know, by nature and quicker, and it happens in a day rather than a long drawn out illness or suffering of something that I think maybe the other dogs did actually occur. They all will. So Buddy's saying that everything that you decided was perfect. And if Buddy could stayed longer, I'm sure that would have happened. But that's all perfect. The only one that I think that I want to talk about that I'm not seeing correctly is Baby, because I was seeing a smaller sort of terrier dog, and you're saying that there's three different colors, which means it could be possible that Baby is just running off in heaven, and I'm not seeing that dog. But because I'm not saying like three different colors, I'm saying like a really spunky, fun, small dog like a terrier, but all one color, or maybe two, like little white here on the chest. Sometimes animals end up being more for you or more for the people in spirit, not with each other, even though maybe I don't think so. Not in life. I think sometimes in life they're buddies and they hang around each other, but these 3 dogs seem more attached to the people they were with and not so much attached to each other, even though that might be a dynamic that people have when they live with 3 different dogs like you do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you were to die, your dogs would probably go to 3 different places. If your dogs died, they might go to 3 different places, even though they've been in the same house for a long time.
Right.
There's certain dynamics that happen when dogs are bonded. So I'm not sure about baby. I can't say that I can connect or see or confirm that connection, which might be a good thing. Baby's off doing baby's own thing. All right.
Can you ask if Amanda's still on?
Amanda, are you still here? Because I see that you want to talk to Gingy, and I would love to do that if you're still here. So if you can confirm that you're here. I see Kelly Todd. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, Amanda, I'm going to bring in Gingy, hopefully. This is kind of a bigger energy. Super cool. I think it's a dog. I think it's rather large energy. What's interesting is I feel like if I lay down, they lay down. If I go hiking, they go hiking. If I go swimming, they go swimming. I think it's a dog. I feel like it was super connected and super short-lived, and I'm not sure why. So can you tell me if any of that makes sense to you? And if it is short-lived.
Yes, she's a dog.
And did you do everything together, including like hiking, swimming, like everything? But then something happened that made it super short-lived when it should have been really expanded. Like this dog should have lived 10 years, but they only lived 5, or I don't know, something like a premature.
She had a long life.
How long? Tell me how long, because I'm also seeing like, even in spirit, kisses and
she went everywhere, the snow, the river.
Yeah. I feel like even in spirit she's still like, I'm still with you. I still give you kisses. I still do this.
She was 14.
That's a long life. Huh. Okay. Let me ask her a little bit more. That's a pretty long life, especially for a good sized dog. I just feel like she's still doing all of it with you, and that it feels cut off. Because when you go and you do your things, I also feel like she's telling me that you were thinking about getting a new dog. You almost got one, and it wasn't quite right. They didn't have quite the right temperament, because you do need somebody who's going to be able to do these things with you, the active life and all that. And that you will find that, but it's going to be around February. 2 and 12 make a number for significant. Huh. It's really interesting that your dog lived that long, because I mean, I get the whole active lifestyle and doing everything with you, but I feel like they feel like their life was cut short. So I'm a little confused about why that feels that way.
Oh, no. She says we have a new dog we got last year.
And that was after Gingy? And are you still doing all the same things? I also feel like everything's outdoorsy. In February, just remember I said this. I have no idea why February is significant about this, except that I think that your whole family, you, your partner, Gingy, everybody expands in February. Most people, I'm looking at April. I'm telling you, it's February. Right. Oh, you've already got a new dog. So, do you understand the phrase buddy or my best buddy or something like that with your new dog, and who eats about twice as much as your old dog, and you're worried that, like, oh my God, they're going to overeat, but they're not gaining weight. It's not about, but they eat a lot. So let me know it, and that you're hiking and going around a lot. February is going to be your big month going forward, and that everything you want to open up is in February, including this new dog, who eats about twice as much as your old dog. Just because they do, and their body can handle it. Don't worry about overfeeding. Okay. All right. Give me another one. Okay. So Taylor wants to hear from Jake.
Ask if they're still on.
Taylor, can you tell me you're still on? We only have a few more minutes, and I want to make sure that the people that get read are still on and still with us. Believe me, it's worth your time to stay tuned to the end. You're going to get some really cool discounts and stuff. Even if I couldn't read for your animal tonight, you could get like a personal reading. All my work is guaranteed. Even if you book and it doesn't work, you don't have to pay. How many crazy fucking psychics are going to do that, right? Where's my... So Taylor Jacobs, let me know if you know that you're still on, and I'll connect with Jake.
I don't see him or see her.
All right. Okay. I'm just gonna go with sort of a random animal. Let's see who this would fit for.
Oh no.
Something crawled on my desk. I gotta go with it. Okay. So something very unusual, not a cat or a dog, more like a possum or a big, it's like a possum. Or a big exotic animal that would not normally be a pet. It's gray, and it's gray. It's friendly. It's not super hyper, so kind of calm. It likes to burrow and dig. I'm thinking it's like a... Okay. It's more like but it's more like a, I don't know, like a hedgehog or something that would dig, but also likes humans. It doesn't look like an opossum, but it could be because how big it is and the shape it is, and it's gray, and it's sitting on my desk right here, right now, and it's about that big. It probably could weigh about 8 pounds, 10 pounds. I don't want to pet it because it's kind of a wild animal, but if I do pet it, so it's not like a porcupine, like I can pet it. And it's sitting there on my desk. Oh, it's doing something weird, like burrowing and then showing me something, like it has fruits and like things it's eating.
How big is it?
It's like that big. It's like about as big as about 2 footballs. Like a
potbelly pig?
Yeah, but a small one.
Okay.
You know, like a baby one. Like it's only as big as like my whole boobs. It's about that big, and it feels really friendly. It feels really, used to people, but it's not a domesticated animal. It's like a hedgehog or a possum or I don't think it could possibly be a porcupine because it's not spiny and it's got fur. And it's gray and it's domesticated in that it feels like it's part of a family. And it's really friendly with people and it's picking up things like fruits and vegetables. Oh my God. If you guys have some weird animal, like it can't even be a ferret because it's so fat. Like ferrets are skinny and long. This is like big and fat. Oh, so interesting. Okay.
Gail says, Bacon, my pig.
Huh. Your pig.
His
So
name's Bacon.
that's horrible. Don't do that. my pig named Bacon. Oh my God, that's horrible. Was your pig super friendly and did it have gray fur? Most pigs, I think, don't have fur, but it could be if it was small and had fur. It's about that size and it's not going anywhere. It's rooting down and it's coming up with different fruits and vegetables. Oh, so interesting. All right, let's see what else. Let's see if there's anything else.
She said yes.
It might be your friggin' pig. Bacon. All right, let me ask. Okay, so it's small and gray and it could be.
She said very loving.
Yeah, this thing is completely friendly but it's very exotic. It's like not a normal pet.
Someone else said pet raccoon.
Mm.
I knew you were gonna open up this.
See, I know. That's why she didn't want me to, but I can't help who comes through. So here's this animal. Someone else said a raccoon. Now I'm feeling more like the pig. And it's kind of like scurrying in the ground for food and I also feel like it's super loving, like it's super like cool and connected, like can be personable. All right.
Okay.
Who
Ready
else?
for someone?
Yeah.
Okay. Ask if they're still on.
Donna, are you still here and do you want to talk to Beaux? Let me know, because if you do, I will try to connect. Otherwise, we're like shooting in the dark here. So Donna Riley Garrett, do you want to talk to Beaux? Beaux, what?
Everyone's commenting on your.
I know. I'm
but
sorry.
there's something weird going, I think, with the camera on here.
Oh.
It'll sometimes do.
Oh, right here.
Weird,
oh, I see it over here.
Weird, yeah. Do you see it's doing it right now?
I do, and
yeah.
that's with
so everyone
my.
says it's a portal.
No, it's not a portal. That's my salt lamp.
But it's doing something weird.
I see it.
Yeah.
It's not a portal. That's my salt lamp, and every time it changes a different color. Oh man, that's really interesting. Watch. Okay, it's gonna do it. So right now it's like this. Now it's gonna go pink. And there it goes. Because it goes green.
Yeah.
And we might have the green screen setting. Nope, not a portal. It's just my salt lamp. I keep it there because I do a lot of energy readings and salt lamps are great for clearing the energy. Sorry. No.
Right,
no portal.
I don't see Donna.
All right.
Oh, wait. Yes, I do. Yeah, she's on.
Okay. All right. So let's try Beaux. And it's Beaux. Beaux. Okay. Huh. Is this a bigger animal? Like a big animal? All right. So Donna, when I kind of closed my eyes and called out the name, I'm sort of seeing something sort of big, like more like a cow or horse or something like that. Unless it's a super big dog, but I don't know. I also feel the energy of being very, very affectionate and very, very mouthy. Right. And I think that this animal was probably taken away from its mother too soon. So the mouthiness is really the nursing energy that it really never got kind of naturally fixed. So now there's kind of like an issue. Please let me know if any of this makes sense. It could be a dog, could be something smaller, but originally I was seeing a big animal. And
she keeps saying, I'm here. Yes, I'm here. But you keep talking.
Well, that's because
but I don't think
earlier, so we're really delayed because earlier I kept saying,
okay, maybe not.
Are you here? Are you here? And so let's let her catch up. So I think the delay is super long.
No, your feet's not that far behind.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And so the mouthiness is coming through.
Okay. It was a large 23-pound cat.
Really? That's a big fucking cat. Was your cat like mouthy? Like, does that make sense? Because if that's true, that means that cat got taken away from mommy too young and it's super mouthy. I mean, God, I thought it was like going to be like a cow or a horse or something with the size and the mouthiness.
Unless you're picking up something else.
Could be, but I'm asking for Donna. I need you to tell me.
She said, very loving and nursed on me. Oh, I had a cat that did that. His mother was killed when he was 4 weeks old.
That's what it is. Yeah. Okay. So that would make sense why nursed on you and like very mouthy and probably really actually never got quite over that. Just felt like, when an animal, any animal, especially when, any animal, when they're supposed to be with their mother for a certain amount of time and that gets interrupted, they're going to be super mouthy and super nursy. And this is, but it's big. That's interesting. Okay. I will tell you, I feel like this cat is, I'm hoping I'm connecting with this cat because I'm still feeling a pretty big animal. So I have to ask you, can you verify if just two colors like black and white and for once, and did you take excessive pictures and were they everywhere? So that feels weird to me. Like, okay, I don't always want to be in a room where my picture is. Also, I feel like if you had a tummy ache, the cat had a tummy ache. If you had, depression, the cat did. Like, so connected to you that it picked up on your physical energy. Okay. I don't think that's a big animal that I saw here because this animal that I saw here was a big animal for the kind of animal it was. Your cat is a big animal according to a cat. So, all right. And then also I feel like there would be an attempt to replace this cat, like look for a similar type cat and it just never could get replaced. And that's probably because I think that your cat did not reincarnate in spirit and come back to you. I think your cat is still in spirit coming around you. Right. And that the breathing issue, there's nothing you could have done around that. That might have been scary to experience your cat not being able to breathe or having a breathing issue. Okay, so let me know if that makes sense to you or what you can validate about that.
Okay, so gray with black and lots of pics on my phone. He comforted me through the loss of my parents a month apart.
Yeah.
And also the cat thought Beaux thought he was my baby.
Your cat still will be around you. Like I said, probably not reincarnate in a new animal coming to you for a long time, because the cat just feels like it wants to be around you right now. I am so sorry for the loss of your animal and your parents. I just got to say that you guys, I get that a lot of us have a lot of losses at one time. So have I. Very strange. I haven't even talked to Lisa about this yet, but a friend of mine that I knew 25 years ago called me yesterday. I haven't heard from her in 10 years or more. And she kept asking me, how's your mom? Oh, well, she passed. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, how's your sister? Oh, she passed. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. How's your dad? Well, he passed a few years ago. Oh, well, I'm so sorry to hear that. Gee, I was, she goes, I was sorry to, when you and your friend Martin came and visited me. I'm sorry that we couldn't offer you more hospital. How is your friend Martin? Oh, he passed.
Oh, no. Goodbye.
and then she goes, well, I know you used to have this cute little dog, baby girl. Well, if she's still alive, and I'm sure she thought that I would say, oh yeah, she passed too. Nope, baby girl's still kicking it. She'll be 18 in February. Still kicking it. But when she does go, I'm going to feel like you guys do. Probably not even as much devastation, because she's lived so long, and I've expected her to go for a long time now. Last December, not even this December, we thought she was a goner. And I brought myself to a place of, she's old, she's going to go. And yes, I'll miss her and I love her, but it's not what you guys are experiencing when you lose a pet young. So I just want to offer you the most loving and sincere condolences for all of you who have ever lost a pet young. I know that it's not exactly the same as a family member, a person, but pets can be so dear to us and so much like a family member or a person. And, whatever you've gone through, I just love you and completely understand. And that's why I want to do pet readings, because it's like pets can be as much of our family as our loved ones can. So, my heart goes out to each and every one who's ever lost a loved one and a pet. And just know that I acknowledge that that's incredibly important and profound when you do lose a pet. Also know that you can follow me on Facebook and YouTube. To book an appointment, please visit my website at kellymcclurepsychicmedium.com. You can also find our itinerary and our services on Facebook at Kelly McClure or Psychic Medium Kelly McClure. We are having some special going on right now. So we have a discount code, and your discount code is, there we go, Facebook Live 12012. That's today's date. So FBLIVE
That's 10% off.
is 10% off if you book it between now and the next couple of days. So it expires on the 4th. You don't have to have your reading by then. I'm booked up by then, but you can book it by then. If you if you go online and book it by then, you'll get the discount. 10% off, Facebook Live 12012, and do that today and tomorrow. You'll get the code. You'll get the discount.
Talk about your 12 Days of Spirit.
Oh my gosh. One of the most amazing and fun things we're doing during December is that we have 12 days of Christmas coming up, a different special each day. You can find all about that on the website or Facebook page. You can get amazing opportunities, and we're doing really cool stuff this year that we don't generally do. So, special readings, combination of readings, all kinds of cool stuff. So check out the 12 Days of Spirit for December. And I hope you guys have the happiest holidays. I know there's a lot going on this year, and I know a lot of people cannot get together with their loved ones. And you really, really need special things going on in your life right now. So please check out our specials. We want to offer you, really intense and special services and love and spirit right now. So if you can't get to your loved ones on Christmas because of COVID or travel or, whatever they're saying at the moment, just please know that you can connect with loved ones in spirit and your loved ones in person, all on Zoom. And we can do this as a family group on Zoom. So, you know what? Thank God for these virtual reality things, and we can still connect. So don't worry, you don't have to risk it. You don't have to get on a plane. We can do this in person right over Zoom. So thank you guys so much. And God bless you and all your little animals. Listen, if you wanted to connect with an animal that I didn't read for, and you want to get one of these discounts, all my work is guaranteed. If we don't find your little pet, you don't pay. So I promise, my work is guaranteed. You should leave feeling like you connected and it was worth it to you. Otherwise, you don't pay. So if you haven't gotten to talk to your little animal, please book one of these readings. We'll get there. All right. Love you guys. Happy holidays, happy everything, and happy pet. Bye.